All right, we're back working on the Evo again today. It's running great, but now it's time to get that air conditioning working. So during the pre-purchase inspection, they already told me that the compressor was not engaging, so that was the first thing I looked at. So after tracing some wires, there's a wire that goes from here to the fuse box over here, and it passes under here, and I found a broken wire that was down there. When they installed this intake, this heat shield was rubbing against the harness, and it wore right through it. So I went ahead and clearanced the heat shield, so we're gonna be good in the future. That part's fixed. The compressor does engage now, but it still doesn't get cold, so I got a new compressor. The nice thing about this car is that the compressor is the same as like a bunch of other Mitsubishis from the era, so I was able to just get it from Rock Auto for less than 100 bucks. So the compressor's at the bottom of the engine, so we're gonna lift the car up and get access. So here's the compressor right here. First thing I'm gonna do is pull off the serpentine belt. So to do that, I gotta pull off a little shield. In here, I've already pulled the shield back, so now we're gonna loosen the tensioner, pull that serpentine belt off. So you just take the tension off the tensioner pulley with a 1/2-inch breaker bar and then slide the belt off the pulley. Super easy. We're gonna remove this lower intercooler pipe because that is in the way of getting the compressor out. On the compressor itself, there's one electrical connection, 2 refrigerant connections, and then 4 bolts holding it on. The new one bolted right in place and just connected the same way. Super easy. The job's a little bit fiddly just because there's not a lot of clearance to work with up there, but overall, pretty easy job and it went real smooth. So the new compressor is in. I also put a new receiver dryer in. I'm gonna charge it with this. This is not the right way to do it, but I had this lying around, so we're just gonna see if it activates before I go do it the right way. So the proper way to do this is to use a vacuum pump to pull a vacuum on the whole AC system, make sure that it holds the vacuum, and then you refill it with the correct volume of refrigerant. So this is just kind of a test run to make sure it works. The fact that the AC compressor is cycling on and off is a very good sign. That means it's building pressure, and then once it reaches the desired pressure, it's turning itself off. So that means that something as good is happening. Let's see if it's cold inside. The AC is ice cold, you guys. I'm so happy right now. Now I just gotta learn what Celsius means. We've got tons more content coming for this car, so if you're interested, make sure you follow me.